Quality of life. What does that mean? When we say quality of life, what does that entail? That meaning the vessel, keeping the vessel, our health is, the health of our vessel as strong as it can be. Meaning the proper diet. And if it's a proper diet, what is that? What does that mean? Because each one has their own idea of what they would say is a proper diet. I have to say, in my experience, I've had many different diets. Had a diet where I ate nothing but just meat and vegetables. Then I did a diet where I cut back on just all the sugars. Then I did just the organic diet. And I felt better. I have to say I felt better with that diet. Interesting enough, the diet where it was just meat, vegetables, I did feel like I was always hungry. And I did lose weight on that diet. Then I did a vegetarian diet. Then I went totally vegan. And I have to say I felt good with the vegan diet. But over years of that diet, felt like something was still missing. Energetically, I started to get really tired. And I wasn't paying attention to the vitamin B that I was intaking. I know that you get vitamin D from just a few sources, but I don't think I was paying attention to that. So when I added eggs back, that seemed to help. So now it's more like a vegetarian diet. But out of all those diets, I have to say, there was one that helped me feel good with my health, but I still had moments of where things were passing through my body, whether it was viral. And I have to say, with the vegan diet, that was the one that I was least experiencing, or the vegetarian diet, really, least experiencing illness, or what we would call illness, things passing through the body. So I have to say, even that, it still, I had moments where there was sneezing, coughing, maybe fever, some kind of viral outbreak or whatever you want to call it. There was nothing absolute. What we call quality of life, being able to keep a healthy body. Is that the only thing that entails a quality life? What about our experiences? That be considered having a quality life if we can enjoy our experiences. And what would that entail? What would that look like? What about finances? Would be considered quality life if we had a lot of wealth, resources, money? What would that look like? The so-called quality of life. All the externals that we focus on in consideration. But what really is life? This life, these things are activities. Being able to walk, get up from a chair, or being able to interact in the way that we would like to interact in with the phenomenal. Things we can perceive, taste, touch, smell. Does life have a level of quality? What is life? Is life even the externals that we see? So when we really look at that, this term quality of life is really an oxymoron, because life is this source, that breath of life. that awareness, that pure conscious being, that being of everyone, in the core of everyone. So is it anything lacking in that? So could we enhance that? Or is it this phenomenal things that we are attributing to life? So when we look at the quality of these things we call in the phenomenal, what matters most? Or does any of it matters? If we're seeing things that are not us as us, will there ever be any quality in that? So it all boils down to our beliefs. What is it that we believe about ourselves? What is it that we believe about our experiences? What is it that we believe about the things we see, can taste, touch, and feel, the shapes, the forms, the concepts? It all boils down to that. And what's behind that or beyond that? Which are still words that are not complete, because it's really before all the activity, the real source of things. And when we look at that, all the other things doesn't matter, because in this world that we call life is the changing. And so if we're looking for something to be unchanging, to be perfect diet or perfect this in the phenomenal, then we're believing something that is not true. And it will expose itself. So much as we want to try to have this perfect life where we're being this good or wise or entertaining, whatever it is, the belief system that we have, the person that we're trying to be, it will always mirror and reflect back truth. If we think there's a perfect diet, one day something will come and expose and shine a light on the imperfection or this belief system that we have about it or ourselves. If we think we're perfect, one day the universe will reflect and shine a light on truth and expose that belief system. Yeah, when I thought that diet that I was on was the perfect diet, then one day I sneezed, then another sneeze, and then my lungs started filling up, and I realized there's nothing. There are no absolutes in the land of the changing, because it's here one day, it's gone the next. There's always going to be a turning, a twisting, a dip, inflection. There is no perfect anything in the land of the changing. Sure enough, there's diets that are going to keep your health, your vessel stronger than others. And each one, I'm not here to sell a diet. But each one knows what it takes that their body needs in order. Your body will tell you, it expose, shine a light on what it needs and what it doesn't need. But ultimately, none of it is that. So that we can't add quality to something that, in the words, I'm looking for a word, something that is beyond even the concept of quality. Nothing needs to be added or subtracted to the source of life. So finding yourself outside of truth in things and in the phenomenal and changing will never lead you to this quality of life. Anything outside of that source, all it takes is a recognition, an understanding of that truth, which you are, which we are, that being, that pure being that's untouched prior to being touched by the phenomenal. Exposing that light, that inner source, that pure awareness. Because even if we're dealing with pain in these vessels, these bodies, we can store up so much hurt and pain and trauma, things that we're unwilling to let go, attachments, all these things can have a impact on, well, all these things really can cause suffering. Sometimes we can be so bound by all these belief systems, trying so hard to do this and do that. The mind will tell you you need to go out and it's always about doing, or taking credit, or, creating fear with these belief systems it has about everything. Whether it's the perfect diet to keep me, but if you're holding on to attachments, sometimes people don't understand why they're sick. Because of all the pain that they have allowed to build up, suffering of not letting go. And physically, it's manifesting within the physical form. Underlying issues or the beliefs they have about a lot of things, and the unwillingness to let it go. But if we spend time and let go of all the thoughts we have about ourselves, let go of all these fears, these belief systems we have created in our minds, and just see the truth of our being, sit with that being every day. Just take time to be quiet. You'll realize that quality, you'll find true quality within yourself. So it's just the letting go. It's no true quality of life, because we are life. We are that source of life from which everything emanates in and has its being. That truth that is beyond, or shall I say prior to, the phenomenal. The original one. Where love is ever flowing, that peace is beyond understanding. Emanates beauty, love, and joy. That source of life. And so this is what came up, the quality of life. Everything's always going to point back to the beginning or prior to, because there's really no beginning, no end. There's nothing in the forefront or really in the background. It is, just is. It's hard to put a word, and words are limiting. The moment we speak, it limits what truth really is. But in a way of trying to explain, we have to use, these words. And so that's what came up. These are the words that came up today to really express what true quality is knowing oneself and understanding that there's nothing to be done in the phenomenal that will ever be able to point to truth, the truth of us. We can never find the unchanging in the land of the changing. Quality of life can never be found in the changing. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. Remember that you are beautiful and I love you.